Hello and welcome to News Cycle on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I'm Edikan Michael. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and free to air on Nicomsat. The federal government has warned private sector employers paying below the new 70,000 naira minimum wage to desist from the act. Alhaji Ismaila Abubakar, Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Labour and Employment, gave the warning while speaking at the 13th Annual General Meeting of the Employers Association for Private Employment Agencies of the country. Abubakar, represented by John Yabali, the Director of Employment and Wages of the Ministry, said a minimum wage is now a law. Some residents of Pape, a suburban community in Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, have insisted that they would rather flee the community for safer places than live in fear of a disaster owing to the recurrent earth tremors experienced in the area in the last few days. The development comes after the Nigeria Geological Survey Agency released a statement assuring the residents that the tremors recorded were low and posed no threat to the community. The Director General, Professor Olusegun, had said approximately 48 separate earthquakes were recorded, with both intensity and frequency increasing between Friday, September 13th and Monday, September 16th. And until the Edo election, the Independent National Electoral Commission has commenced distribution of sensitive materials to the 18 local government areas in Edo State. The distribution is being done on the premises of the Central Bank of Nigeria in Benin City, with hired vehicles that will convey the materials to various location stations beside the bank. And in the meantime, the Police Service Commission officials monitoring the team has arrived in Edo State ahead of the September 21st governorship poll in the state. In a press statement by the service head of Press and Public Relations, Ikechikuani, the personnel would monitor the conduct of police officers during Saturday's governorship elections in the state. And he said the team will be led by retired Deputy Inspector General VIG Taiwo Alakano and will include all the high-ranking staff. The Director General of the All Progressive Congress campaign APC trained Senator Matthew Ogodia has assured communities in and around Aredo, a local government area of the state, a fortune of the state if they will vote in the party's candidate Senator Monday Babalo as governor of the state in the Saturday's governorship election. He gave these assurances during his last lap of campaign visit to these communities, where he was described as a promise keeper on account of his antecedents as a senator who represented them in the National Assembly. Our correspondent Anthony Momodu now reports.
The communities, people and electorate in Oredo local government area trooped out in their numbers to welcome the man they called the Promise Keeper, Senator Matthew Oreide, as he canvassed for their votes for the upcoming Guma polls. Meanwhile, the Oredo local government area APC woman leader, Lady Pat Osawaro Oredo Ward 2, expressed confidence in the support for the APC winning the polls.
From Ogba Bridge down to Yekogba, he did about 10 bridges for us during his tenure. So whatever he's telling us now, we believe in. He's going to carry the good job out.
Bemolo is going to win the whole of Yekogba. There's no two ways about it. Because what the Yekogba people are saying is that they are close to government, but yet they are not benefiting anything from the government.
You can see how Igwikpe, how they responded to him. Even here, you can even see same response to him. So there is no doubt PDP has no place in these communities.
Senator Oreide assured them of the incoming government's action plans to revitalize the education and health sectors and the deliberate repairs of their roads and water needs. Responding to the request, the community leaders, their subjects and party ward officials assured him of their total votes at the polls.
We need changes for governor, you understand? We need, because road not good. Many things they happen. You understand? So now changes now we need.
Support for Senator Monday Okpebholo, support for the APC. Alright? Monday Okpebholo and Dennis Idahosa, our governorship ticket is a strong one. And this is my ward. So I just decided to visit the rural communities in my ward.
The provisions of basic amenities for citizenry is one of the constitutional obligations of any sincere government. It is hoped the government across all levels will live up to their constitutional responsibilities. Anthony Momodu reporting from Oredo local government area of Edo State for Global Television News.
CEO on election matters, chairman of Benue State Independent Electoral Commission, Talamum Tomboa, says 8 political parties are expected to participate in the upcoming local government election. He listed the political parties participating in the election, which includes the All Progressive Congress, the People's Democratic Party, the All Progressive Grand Alliance, the Labour Party, the Action Alliance Congress, the Social Democratic Party, the New Nigerian People's Party, and the Zenith Labour Party. Another United Nations Students for UNICEF has solicited the support of the Olubadan of Ibadan land Oba Akinleye for the protection of rights of children in the country. UNICEF's team leader Mohamed Okere made the appeal during a visit to the monarch in Ibadan, Oyo State capital, where he said that it has become necessary to solicit the support of the Olubadan to sensitize, mobilize and enlighten parents and guardians to ensure that the rights of children are protected. Elder statesman Mohammed Jibo of Todonuwa, Zaria, has passed away at the age of 92 following a prolonged illness at his residence. Jibo was a distinguished public servant with a notable career, having served in the Nigerian Railway Corporation where he excelled and reached the pinnacle of his career. He held various positions in the Northern Government of Nigeria, contributed to the Ahmadu Bello University in Zaria, and serves as the Federal Commissioner of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Betogun, has directed the redeployment of the Rivers State Commissioner of Police, Tunji Adezo, to FCT Command. The shake-up also affects the Delta State Police Command, with the CP Abimbola Lufemi being reassigned to the Rivers State Command. In his place, CP Peter Obara, who was recently posted to FCT Command, has been appointed as the new Commissioner of Police for Delta State. A former spokesperson, Moyo Adeyo, said the redeployment is to ensure effective policing in the affected state. Governor of Kano State, Abayi Yusuf, has dissolved the caretaker chairman of all 44 local government areas with immediate effect. This was disclosed in a statement released by the governor's spokesperson, Sanusi Badr. The dissolution comes a week after the State House of Assembly approved a 2-month extension to their tenure, which was initially set to expire on September 8. The extension, according to lawmakers, was intended to ensure continuity in local governance. Away from that, Niger State government has disclosed that it will spend over 50% of its 2025 budget on education and health. Governor Mohamed Bago gave the challenge during the symbolic distribution of kitchen utensils to boarding schools and classroom furniture at the educational resource centers in Minna State's capital. Bago further disclosed that 1.8 billion naira has been earmarked as the matching grant to the Universal Basic Education Commission, noting that his administration is committed to the timely payment of counterpart funds to support educational projects in the state. The Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Mohamed Pathe, has stated that the federal government is working towards the decriminalizing attempted suicide in the country. It disclosed this in Abuja at a news conference to commemorate the 2024 World Suicide Prevention Day. It is reported that suicide is criminalized in the country, but there have been several calls from stakeholders to decriminalize it. The Niger Police Force has highlighted the potential benefit of the Electronic Central Motor Registry innovation aimed at revolutionizing how vehicle information is verified and handled on the road. The Force Public Relations Officer Lumeyo Adeyobi shared the development through a series of social media posts highlighting the ease and efficiency of the e-policing innovation. Adeyobi said under the leadership of the Inspector General Betogun, the Electronic Central Motor Registry system has been launched to make road safer and the policing process smoother. You're watching the news cycle on Global Television, coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. When this cycle returns, NAFDAC destroys 43 billion naira worth of fake product in Oyo State. Details of these and more after this break. Please stay with us. Many thanks for staying with us on News Cycle. And now to you first, the National Pension Commission has generated 20.87 trillion naira under the contributory pension scheme in the third quarter of 2024. The Director General, National Pension Commission, Omala Alowaran, who was represented by the Head Corporate Communications, National Pension Commission, Ibrahim Bowa, made this known while addressing journalists on the pension reforms in Abuja. Kikele Mokere has the details. We'll bring that very shortly. And now back to the business. The Central Bank of Nigeria has reduced the cybersecurity levy on electronic transactions from 0.5% to the 0.005% in its new fiscal guidelines for the 2024-2025. This reduction follows the controversial introduction of the levy earlier in the year, which was met with opposition from both the Nigerian Labour Congress, Trade Union Congress, and the bank customers. Federal Government of Nigeria says it plans to explore deep seabed explorations and mining to tap into the vast resources of the blue economy and boost the country's economic growth. Minister of Marine and Blue Economy Adebayola Oyetola, during the stakeholders sensitization workshop on deep seabed activities, highlighted the seabed minerals as resources located on beneath the ocean, for emphasizing government commitment to diversifying the economy by leveraging the growing global interest in the marine resources. President of the Nigerian Labour Congress, Joe Ajero, has attributed the current uproar between the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited and the Dangote Petroleum Refinery to alleged government policy somersault and a fraudulent move by some forces. Ajero said these are the Murtala Mohammed Airport, further described what has been going on between Dangote Refinery and the NNPCL as uncalled for, stating that in a deregulated economy there should be choices and competition. He queried the basis for regulating what Dangote is to sell, insisting that deciding for private sector on how or what should be sold is an act of fraud. Secretary General of the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, Haitham Agas, has revealed that taxes imposed by the major oil-consuming countries, not oil prices, are the primary driver of fuel cost. He explained that the prices paid by the consumers at the pump were determined by the various factors, including the price of crude oil, refining, transportation, and the marketing costs, the oil company margins, and the taxes. According to AIG's revenue generated from the oil sales are often reinvested by the oil-producing countries into the oil sector. And on top of the first scene, a second deadly wave of unprecedented explosions of the strongholds of Lebanon's Hezbollah left in the Disraeli hours before a major speech by its beleaguered leader Hassan Nasrallah. The latest batch of the device explosions killed 20 people and wounded more than 450 others, stoking fears of a full-blown war with Israel. The blast came a day after the simultaneous detonation of pages used by the Hezbollah killed 12 people, including 2 children, and wounded up to 2,800 others across Lebanon in an unprecedented attack blamed on Israel. 5 women said they were raped by the former Harrods boss Mohammed Fayed when they worked at the luxury London department store. Testimonies were heard from more than 20 female ex-employees who say the billionaire who died last year, aged 94, sexually assaulted them, including rape. The documentary and the podcast Predator had the Harrods gathered evidence that during the fire's ownership, Harrods not only failed to intervene but helped cover up abuse allegations. Now, a report says that Hamid Gold, brother of slain journalist Ismaili, has been killed in an Israeli airstrike in the southern Gaza. Ismail who also reported for the Al Jazeera Arabic, was killed along with his cameraman Rami Harifi while traveling by car on July 31st in the Shati refugee camp. The United Nations General Assembly has adopted a Palestinian drafted non-binding resolution demanding Israel and its unlawful presence in the occupied Palestinian territory within the 12 months. There were 124 votes in favor and 14 against, including Israel, along with 43 abstentions. As a non-member observer state, Palestine could not vote. The resolution is based on the July advisory opinion from the UN's highest court that said Israel was occupying the West Bank, East Jerusalem, and the Gaza Strip against the international law. An Israeli citizen has been arrested on the suspicion of being involved in a plot by Iran to assassinate Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and other top officials, Israel Security Services confirmed. Israeli police and domestic intelligence say the man was twice smuggled into Iran and received payments to carry out missions. In a joint statement, they said the suspect was a businessman who had lived in Turkey and had Turkish contact who had helped get him into Iran. And more on the front scene, the United States State Department has rejected claims of CIA involvement in an alleged plot to kill Venezuela's leader Nicolas Maduro after the Venezuelan authorities said they had arrested 6 foreigners, including a U.S. Navy SEAL. The State Department called the allegations categorically false, adding that in the statement that the United States continues to support a democratic solution to the political crisis in Venezuela. Interior Minister Diado Cabello claimed that the alleged plot was led by the CIA and aimed at assassinating the Maduro. Around the sport, Getafe has set a high transfer fee for Nigerian sensation Cristiano Zuche following his impressive start to live in the Spanish top flight. The young midfielder has become the sensation of the club this season and has been intrigued to leave the club in the upcoming transfer markets. Uche joined the Madrid-based club just a few weeks ago from the Spanish state-tier side at the Ceuta for a mega 500,000 euros and has become one of the most outstanding players in just 5 matches into the La Liga campaign. The ongoing Flying Eagles screening exercise meant to select players for the 2024 WAFU B Under-20 Championship scheduled for October and November in Togo has been adjourned by government officials, football agents and football academy owners. According to some of the players undergoing the selection process at the FIFA Gold project in Abuja on the condition of anonymity for fear of being victimized, the exercise has been completely taken over by the infiltrators, leaving the Aliyu technical crew confused. That's a package of news cycle, and it came to you live from Nigeria's capital. We're on DSTV channel 365, start times 276, and free to air on Nicomsat. Kindly follow us on all social media platforms using @Global TV, NG, and other handles now shown on the screen. I'm Edika Michael. Many thanks for watching and staying with us on News Cycle. See you again.